Presentation. The 2017 Toyota 86, called 86, used to be the Scion FRS, until the point when a year ago when Toyota closed down the Scion mark. With race-wheel drive, a tight, adjusted undercarriage, and a non-appearance of intemperate mass, the Toyota 86 is a standout amongst the most engaging autos accessible with the Toyota identification. What's more, it's presumably not an embellishment to guarantee it is more amusing to drive from a fan's point of view than the greater part of the autos out and about, somewhat on the grounds that its nimbleness and execution can be appreciated without being socially reckless. For 2017, Toyota 86 includes marginally adjusted styling, updated suspension settings, more power, and redesigned inside materials. The progressions are proposed to make it prettier, more agreeable, faster, and give it better hold at the back wheels and corners. Composed by Toyota and worked by Subaru, whose form is known as the BRZ, the rebadged 86 hasn't lost its expectation to be a genuine games auto that is moderate and easy to use. It's deft and vivacious on nation streets, while being agreeable and helpful around town. The 86 is fueled by the Subaru 2.0-liter on a level plane restricted 4-barrel motor, with Toyota coordinate infusion and port infusion. It makes 205 drive and 156 pound-feet of torque that isn't exceptionally solid at low revs, so the 86 should be twisted up. Redline is okay with this lively factory. The standard transmission is a 6-speed manual, with an accessible or moving 6-speed programmed, yet we think the programmed invalidates the point of this auto. The fuel mileage isn't excessively hot for an auto this light and unobtrusively controlled. EPA evaluated at 21/28 of a mile per gallon city, highway, or 24 miles per gallon combined city and parkway miles per gallon. That is just 3 miles for each gallon superior to the 455 Pole Corvette, and 2 miles per gallon worse on the roadway. With the programmed it gets 27 miles per gallon combined, however the fatigue isn't justified regardless of the investment funds. The NHTSA gives the 86 4 stars for frontal crash assurance and 5 stars for rollover. There's no general score, however the Scion FRS got 5 stars. Lineup: Toyota 86, $26,000, standard gear incorporates fabric seats with manual alteration, overlap level back seat, voyage control, flexible controlling wheel with capskin trim, aluminum pedals, Bluetooth, keyless section, rear view camera, 8-speaker Pioneer HD radio with touchscreen, LED tail lamps, and 17-inch combination wheels on thin 215/45 Michelin summer tires. 6 airbags, automated stopping devices, strength control, restricted slip differential, footing control, and slope begin help are additionally standard. The main alternative is a display audio framework with root, iTunes labeling and Pandora ability. However there are merchant embellishments, including wheel locks, floor mats, bringing down springs, produced wheels, grater against move bars, strut props, TRD deplete, TRD air channel with frosty air consumption, grater brakes, and a back spoiler. Walk around. The Toyota 86 has exemplary extensive a long hood and short tail, with an advanced air look. The rooftop clears up and plunges down in an agile circular segment that meets the back bumpers and thickset deck. It's long, low, and smooth, yet something appears to be feeling the loss of that shields it from being as sharp as it could be. Perhaps it's the basic surfaces with no genuine chiseling. The 86 is not the same as its parent Scion FRS, with its more extensive and more perplexing grille, with LED headlamps, driving lights, and turn signals. Flared front bumpers swell upward, with new gills that make a vortex to enhance wind current. At the back, there's a crisp guard, LED tail lamps, and a diffuser with one more support to enhance downforce. The combination wheels with curved spokes are likewise a change from the Scion. Inside, the lodge is fundamental, nice looking, and manufactured well. It's steady with the auto's outline ethic of shape following capacity. The upholstery is one-tone and the checks are found unequivocally before the driver. The breadth of the guiding wheel is around 1 inch littler than it was in the Scion, for a sportier vibe. Trim-wise, The plastic bits stream in clean lines with carbon look highlights, while the dash and entryway boards include manufactured calfskin with silver sewing. The front seats are amazing, agreeable and very much supported with great headroom. There's sufficient headroom in front, drivers taller than 6 feet. The back seat situate is for children, and overlays level 4 bundles. The storage compartment is expansive. Subaru likes to state it can hold enough for a track day, 4 wheels with tires and a tool stash. You can't obviously hear the fumes note in the lodge, despite the fact that it's channeled in. Wind and street commotion assumes control at 70 miles for each hour. Driving impression. The Toyota 86 isn't about power or straight-line speed, which is something worth being thankful for. The 2.0-liter motor isn't a turbo, up until now, so the 0 to 60 time of around 6.7 seconds isn't precisely neck-snapping. All things considered, it's sufficiently snappy for the sake of entertainment, particularly considering that cornering is the thing that the auto is implied for. All the more particularly, hurling it around corners. The Boxer motor is mounted low and rearward, for good adjust. We got situate time in a model with the accessible bringing down springs, lighter amalgam wheels, stiffer back against move bar, and TRD deplete framework. However, we didn't feel much general change. The brought down suspension diminished lean in corners, however it wasn't that much to begin with. And it bobbed more finished knocks. In any case, we loved the Haggles framework. What's more, in case you're truly into floating the auto around corners, you'll need that greater back influence bar. The electric power controlling is exact, all around weighted and fast, however it doesn't have much feel, making it not extremely informative. The back tires are low moving protection, somewhat harder, so they don't have a great deal of hold, some portion of Toyota's intent to make the 86 enjoyable to hurl in moderate corners. However, they don't split away at the point of confinement, they simply hang there. So the more you hurl the auto, the more certain you move toward becoming in it. It feels light and agile, and is exceptionally impartial. What makes the 86 outstanding is that this forceful driving isn't something you can do with a higher controlled or greater auto. A Mustang is all around adjusted as well, yet in the event that you attempt this in the city with a Mustang, you're gambling excessively. In any case, the Toyota 86 is less tail-glad than the Subaru BRZ. The case is somewhat stiffer, the studs and springs are stiffer in front to hone handover and milder in the back to give more hold to the backside in corners. In the meantime, the sport mode has been changed to track, to enable the auto to float more before the strength control spares things. What this all methods is that it's somewhat harder to pitch the 86 into a float, however somewhat less demanding to control it when you do. The high power band of the motor is more enjoyable with the manual transmission. It's most joyful up there at 5,000 revolutions per minute. It's sufficiently simple to keep it there with the oar moving programmed, however it gets somewhat repetitive flipping those oars constantly. The absence of torque at low RPM is all the more disappointing in the program. The brakes offer great feel and back off the auto alright, and in about 6 hard laps on the track there was no blur. And keeping in mind that we're on the track, a grating note, don't be tricked by every one of the audits that hurl around the word top.